All right, so we're checking out a new seated electric scooter here from a company called Caroma. You can see there on the deck upside down. I just wanted to show you this before I actually did the assembly. I opened the box and I removed all the packaging, the foam and everything. Came very well shipped, plenty of foam and very well protected. But basically the only thing you gotta do is you gotta put the seat on. I'll show you that here in a second. And the handlebar, and it goes into this little spot right there. Pretty straightforward. It's right over here. No damage as far as I can tell. Came very well shipped and packed. You get a basket that goes in the back here. You gotta put that on as well. So looks like 3 things to put on. And inside the box was another box with more stuff, tools. Got some reflectors. I think a rear tail light here. It's electronically controlled brake light. Manual, some zip ties. Here's the seat, of course. You get a charger, and this one is 54 volts and 2 amps. Yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff together here, and then I'll talk about all the specs and everything. All right, so got everything put together. Didn't take too long, maybe like 20 minutes or so. Again, put the seat on, handlebar over here, and then the rear light and basket, and that was pretty much it. So, quick overview of the specs here. We got a 500 watt rear hub motor here in the back, burst to 819 watts. Under the deck here, we've got a 7.8 amp hour, 48 volt battery. Estimated max range is 25 miles. You got a key here. You need to put that key in and turn it on, or turn on the battery to turn on the scooter. And you have the charge port there with a little rubber cover. Very nice wide deck here, 21 inches by 8 inches. The handlebar does fold down right here. It just collapses kind of like straight back to make it a little bit shorter in height. The handlebar height is not adjustable, nor is the seat height on this model. Got some mag rims here on the front and the rear, 14-inch wheels, and some plastic fenders on the front and the rear. Additionally, on the front and the rear, we've got dual shock absorbers, so 2 in the back here. And we have a fork suspension here in the front. And on the other side, we got some mechanical disc brakes. I think these are 160 millimeter rotors front and rear. Quick look at the handlebar, pretty basic rubber grips here. Got a bell, got your brake levers, pretty standard wire management here, cable management. Nothing extraordinary there, pretty basic, looks pretty good. Got your half twist throttle here and your computer display. Go ahead and turn this on. All right, so you got your speedometer here. You got different levels for your speed. I'll put it up on the screen here. We'll also talk about during the ride test. Time on here, battery level. Then you can cycle through different things here. Trip, voltage, time, and the odometer by short pressing the power button. Here's a look at the brake light. Pretty bright. So to turn on the headlight, you're going to press both the power and the info button at the same time. And here's a look at the headlight. It's fairly bright, pretty standard. I think this is like a 5 or 10 watt headlight. And a couple last things here. The frame is made out of iron. I guess it's probably some sort of steel. Paint job is pretty nice in here. So sort of a glossy gray paint. It does come in different colors, like white, black, and silver as well. Check the link in the description. And the scooter overall weighs 29.5 kilograms. All right, so go ahead and take it for a ride, and we'll talk about how it feels, especially the suspension, speed, etc. All right, so start off in speed level 1. And I feel like I'm a little cramped on this scooter. I'm about 6 feet tall. It's got a very low, I guess, center of gravity. I do feel like I'm more stable. I guess it feels a little bit safer since I'm lower to the ground. And by the way, level 1, I'm only going like a little over 9 miles an hour. So in that sense, on these seated scooters, being lower to the ground, you do feel a little bit more stable. But I feel like for my size, I would rather have a little bit more feet room. Maybe like some sort of pedals out here or foot rests here on the side of this, I might be able to, over here somewhere, would make my legs feel a bit more comfortable. I feel a little bit cramped right now. But I think I might be able to buy some third-party footsteps, like foldable footsteps, and put them, like attach them to the frame so I can move my feet a little bit more forward. At least for someone my size. I think someone smaller in height should be all right. I feel like I barely fit on this scooter, so let's go to level 2. You're definitely a lot faster, hitting 15.5 miles an hour. Yeah, I've been maintaining that pretty consistently. This one has a little bit, I think of the 3 seated scooters that I've reviewed, this one is by far the one with the biggest motor at 500 watts. So let's go level 3. So already at 16, 17, 18, 19, 19.7. Okay, about 19.8. So it's limited to, I think, 20 miles an hour. That's probably on the in the speed controller, because I have another seated scooter from Highboy that does 22 miles an hour, and that's also 48 volts, but that's a 450 watt motor. And you can also control the speed by just twisting the throttle partially. So I'm at level 3 here. I'm twisting the throttle just part of the way, and I'm hitting about 13 miles an hour. So if you just want to have your own control over the speed, you can just turn the throttle a little bit, and it should be good. Turn it up a little bit here. So you can go faster and slow down. And I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but the front brake, disc brake, is rubbing a little bit. I didn't notice that when I was putting the bike together, or the scooter together, but it's pretty common. That's for mechanical disc brakes. You just need to do an adjustment, and that isn't difficult to do, but I'm not even sure if you can hear it or not. I can hear it a little bit, but it's not going to bother me that much. It'll eventually, if you don't even do anything, the rubbing sounds tend to go away as it settles in. But overall, pretty nice smooth ride in this guy. Other than the fact that I feel like I'm a little cramped on this one. Of course, I am on nice smooth streets here, recently repaved, so hardly any bumps. Again, with 14-inch wheels, they're not really off-road tires or anything like that. You're definitely going to want to stick to sidewalks and roads. And the shocks on the front here and the rear panel, those little cracks there, going between the asphalt and the cement there, not a problem. That works out fine. But yeah, I mean, I can tell that the shocks are doing something here, and I'm bouncing up and down. I'm sure the camera's bouncing up and down as well, but it is giving me a little bit of a softer ride. Acceleration it's good enough for a 500 watt motor. I think compared to like some e-bikes I've ridden, it's about the same. Seems about right. Especially for carrying around my weight. I'm over 200 pounds, so definitely performing as expected in terms of the motor power. Anyway, other than the fact that I feel like I'm a bit cramped on here, seems to ride fine. I mean, I could definitely see myself riding this, all over the place. Now, even with these shocks, the seat is a little on the hard side. Doesn't really bother me a whole lot, but I think, I might want to add some cushioning if I'm going to be riding this for a long time, or for a longer period of time. But yeah, it seems to be, it could be. I mean, I'm kind of picky about seats, so it's It's got a little bit of cushion, but it's definitely could be better. Handling on this one, pretty decent, even at high speed. So I feel like the steering is stable enough. Obviously, you don't want to be jerking around the handlebar too much, but yeah, as long as you're fairly in control, I don't feel like it's going to fall over or anything like that. And again, you're pretty low to the ground, so overall, you just feel more connected to the road and just overall more stable. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this video. The link will be down in the video description if you guys want to check it out. There might be some coupon codes down there as well. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.